on, guys? I know this is kind of a weird way to start an e-bike video, but a few things real quick. Number one, we have a package, and you're gonna see what it is in a minute because it's a new mod for the bike, and from the title of the video, you can probably already tell what it is. Number two, like 3 of my neighbors on my street today decided today's lawn day or some shit because I hear a chainsaw, a weed whacker, and a leaf blower going off at the same time. So I didn't want to bring the camera to the garage and do a commentary and talk about what I'm doing and have all that in the background. But at the same time, I also did not want to wait to make this video later on because I've been having a bad habit of postponing videos recently. So I'm trying my best to at least get this out here. So this video, starting here, gonna show you what it is from my gaming setup TikTok video angle. Yeah, we're gonna unbox the package, show you what it is. Not really gonna be able to compare it because what's on my bike right now is in the garage and I haven't taken it off yet versus what's in the box right now, which is what I'm gonna put on my bike. You'll see in a second. All right, if by the time I'm done doing this to my bike, all the noise stops, I'll do an update. But let's unbox it real quick. By the way, if you guys like this whole gaming setup, I do stream on Twitch and I make gaming TikTok content. All the links to that will be in the description down below. If you guys are also gamers or you guys spend hours on TikTok just like me. Oh, what the fuck? By the way, I do want to thank a fellow e-bike creator, a fellow Super Squad member, whatever you want to call them, Bebopkey73 or double beep bop boop beep.
Beep boop 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 bop. Beep boop boop bop.
My brain just farted. Bebopkey73, he's over from Seattle. He got this bike from another squad member. He was like the middleman of like, you know, helping me get this part. So shout out to him. Shout out to the original owner of this part for the bike. Thank you for letting me take it off your hands. Look at that. My cat can play with this box now. I don't give a shit. Oh. Damn. Damn, look at this. We got the new Speedster seat. So a little bit of backstory, and I think I've told the story a few times already. When I went to California for the C1X event, I got a chance to try the, what was it? The Blue Tang, I think it was the Mojave. I still don't know the difference between the bike models nowadays, but it was the one with the new headlight, new handlebars, and a Speedster seat. At first glance, I thought, damn, no, this seat is not gonna be comfortable because the seat is so slim, there's like no support, there's no cushion, whatever. And then I was surprised to find out that when we went on that group ride, this seat was actually very comfortable. Nothing wrong with the stock seat that I have right now. I just love the look of this seat, okay? Hopefully this is as comfortable as the one that I rode before, which I'm sure it is. They're all the same, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, today we're gonna be swapping out the old seat, putting this new one on the RX. What to do with the old seat? I don't know. Maybe put it on the S1 if I can make it work. Who knows? But if you guys do go on to enjoy the video, I might just time lapse it just to, you know, drown out all the noise from working outside and whatnot. Drop a like on the video. Leave a comment down below. Side note, by the way, even though I just got this seat, I'm already thinking about getting one of the new cane built seats for the bike just to see how it fares compared to like stock seats like this. Let me know if that's something you guys would want to see as well. Either way, I do plan on picking one up at some point in the future, maybe in the springtime, because I want to rock this for at least a month or two. But then by that point, it's going to be the fall and the winter, and I can't ride when it's cold out. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, and one more thing. I got comments in my last couple of videos saying you aren't actually modding your bike if you're just using stock parts. And I'm like, I see your point. To be fair, I see your point. But I'm modding my bike with parts that aren't stock to the bike specifically, if that makes sense. My RX had kind of like angled handlebars, and it had a square headlight, and it had Badger tires, and now it has the Chromoly new, I forget what it's called. I think it's called the Drago handlebars. It has a round stock headlight off of another bike. It has Grizzly tires, and now it has a Speedster seat. So is the bike stock? Yes and no, but I'm still modding it to make it my own. Okay, so before anyone hate comments that's just how I do it. Okay, so go take this to the garage, take the old one off the bike, put this new one on. Side note, I messed up my back in the gym, okay? I do plan on taking this for a test ride sometime this week, for a group ride this weekend as well. So with that being said, I'm gonna do my best to give you a first impressions review of this seat, disregarding the pain in my back in terms of like comfort, rideability, this, that, and the other support. So I'm gonna do my best, okay? But now, enough rambling. I talked enough. Let's go install this thing. Okay, don't know why, but the front bolt for the seats is a pain to get off. This thing right here, this bolt, like look, it still has the plastic. It still has the plastic from when I first got the bike. Like that, this bolt is probably the most annoying bolt on the bike. But seat is off. First impression, it's definitely a longer seat for sure. Maybe not as, a little bit shorter in terms of like the hump height, I guess you could say. It's the length that's like a big difference. And it is so hot that even my camera was overheating as I was undoing those screws. Like look at the shirt. It's soaked now. So I'm gonna go ahead, install the new seat on. I might, if the camera doesn't overheat, you'll see it, but if it does, then whatever. But I'll see you guys after. Alright, so this is the bike with the new seat on it, maybe a little bit of sweat. I know someone's in the comments is going to ask, why do I have this and not the Irv Labs basket in there? I was doing a photo shoot with my friend and I wanted to do some shots with the KJ Products frame bag because I feel like I don't have a lot of that for Instagram. So it's going to stay on there for a little bit just because the 4 screws it takes to put this in versus like the 6 or the 8 that it takes to put that in. This is a lot easier. When I put the basket on, I had some trouble. I'm not ready for that yet. But yeah, so we've got the new round headlight, the new handlebars, and now we have the new seat and even the new suspension, not new suspension, but like upgraded, downgraded weight suspension, whatever. And that's the bike so far. Pretty sure I'm done with mods for a while, okay? I don't want to do any more mods to the point where I can only use it for a little bit of time and then it gets too cold and I can't ride. But yeah, this is the bike so far. Only thing I might do is just do some kind of cable cleaning right here. I don't know yet, but we'll see. So the seat is on. I just got to tighten up the screws and I don't want to do that on camera. So the next clip would probably be me riding, initial impressions. You know how it is. Alright, so I almost did it again. Earlier in the video I mentioned how I keep like procrastinating on finishing or even just putting out videos. Almost did it again, but this time for good reason, not because I'm lazy. This time it's because it's been hot as hell. There's been a heat wave going on and I'm not one to just put something on the bike, try it out for like 2 seconds and then say it's good. I did want to try and like ride this to the gym and see how it is long distance, but because it's so hot and I don't plan on riding in this heat all the way to the gym, or because it's going to rain this week as well, I'm probably not going to get another chance to try this. So we're taking this just around the neighborhood. Very, very initial impressions of the seat. For context, I did ride a blue Tang. I think it was the Brooklyn. Had slick tires and this seat, same kind of front setup when I went to the reveal event for the C1X. Let's see how this feels. Oh, okay, I'm used to a bigger scoop in the back compared to the stock seat. Definitely feels like a little bit lower. Surprisingly cushy. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, wait. You would think that because it's flatter than the stock seat, the hump is not as cushy or like cushiony, I guess you could say. And this, maybe it's just because I also have a bouncier suspension, right? But like initial feel, if you will, I'm like wiggling my butt on it a little bit. It feels pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Still, I mean, it feels different because it's a bit wider in between the thighs and it's a bit longer as well. Perhaps the longer seat will let me do wheelies a little bit better. I don't know. I'm still working on wheelies. I'm not gonna do one right now. When it comes to pedaling, it feels fine. Being able to sit back a bit more. Cool car right there. So yeah, just going around the neighborhood, giving it some pedal action, some brake action. I mean, it definitely feels flatter, and that's not a bad thing. It's obviously a flatter seat. It's called the Speedster seat, so you know it's meant for like being real aerodynamic, but I think I'm kind of contradicting it because I have Grizzly tires which aren't slick. But everything else is what you would technically find on a Brooklyn R Series Brooklyn bike. Because I mean, I just got to get used to the whole it rubbing against my inner thighs because it is wider. That's not a bad thing, you know. I think my Blur Boundaries or my 4 Super Squad seat on my S1 does the same thing. I'm just not used to my RX now doing the same as well. It also could be because I got thick thighs, which is one thing I wanted to mention, by the way, and this might make no sense, but just hear me out. So I've heard a lot of people say that the stock seats on the bikes are really uncomfortable. I understood that for the S1, but for the R Series or the RX, I had no issues with the stock seat being uncomfortable. And the reason why I say that, and the reason why I say it might not make sense, is because I work out, so I tend to have a bit more muscle, you know, in my legs. You know, I've been told I have a pretty big badonkadonk, if you will. So I think to myself, maybe I just have more cushion on my butt, which kind of contributes to it being more comfortable for me, as opposed to anyone else who, let's just say, for example, might not work out, who might have a skinny butt and it's uncomfortable for them. That just could be my logic, and that logic could be just stupid. I don't know, but that, to me, that kind of makes sense. But yeah, that's just really the only thing I could think of, honestly. So right now I'm kind of sitting all the way back on the hump. It doesn't feel too bad. My back still is kind of sore. I also waited an extra day just to kind of let my back heal a little bit, so that way that wouldn't contribute to any negative feedback or any negative comments that I have on the seat. Sitting on the inside, or like where it's not the hump, like right before the hump, I'm sitting more upright, I feel like, which again feels fine, but obviously for a tall person like me, I'd probably be sitting more towards the back end or the back half of the seat. It just feels smoother to get to because it's flatter. I don't have to like stand up as much to get to it. So initial impressions, I like it. Let me pull over back at home so you guys can see how it looks. Okay, so this is the bike build so far. I'm thinking about taking these off just because sometimes my legs do rub up on the panels, but I guess now that the seat's wider, I might not have that issue anymore. But so far from the front, we have Grizzly tires. We have a fender set, which is stock. I didn't do anything to that. A Mojave, I believe, or a Brooklyn headlight. And I think these are called the Drago Chromoly bars, which at the time of making this video is not out yet. I swapped the Irv Labs Urban Basket for the KJ Products frame bag, only temporarily. I like to support small businesses, so I've had that bag for maybe about 6 to 7 months now since the reveal event. And I really only swapped it out because I was doing a photo shoot and I wanted to get some pictures of the bike with the frame bag. So we're doing that. You know, I'm flip-flopping a little bit. We have Blur Boundary mirrors on both sides. We have the Moto pedals, which a link for these are in the description down below. And you guys have been buying them, which I really do appreciate, using my code so you guys can save some money, because to be transparent, I get a little bit of a kickback as well when you guys do that. So keep it going. I do need to replace the grip tape because they're getting dirty and they start to fold a little bit. The new spring, which if I remember correctly is 300 pounds. We have the side panels from Blur Boundaries, and of course the new Speedster seat. So that's pretty much the bike right now. Nothing too crazy, nothing, you know, more powerful, no 72 volt system or anything like that. It's just a almost stock RX. I might actually have to retouch this paint because it looks like the paint's coming off right here. But that is pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like, leave a comment down below what you guys think of the new Speedster seat on the bike. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.